PricewaterhouseCoopers, receivers of collapsed banks UT and Capital, have sued the former directors and shareholders over debts leading to their collapse. In the case of Capital Bank, 15 shareholders are being asked to refund over 700 million cedis, while in the case of UT Holdings and UT Properties are also being asked to refund 51 million cedis.
My colleague Fred Jabano has been going through the two suits and will help us understand what exactly is in there.
The receivers of the two defunct banks, UT Bank and Capital Bank, have commenced a civil action against directors, shareholders of this bank who played various roles leading to the collapse of the two banks. Let's start with the Capital Bank. The receivers have sued 16 people. These 16 people include the directors and shareholders. The names of these 16 people also include the chairman of the board at the time for Capital Bank, Pastor Mensah Otabil, the founder of the bank, PWC, ICGC, and Otabil and Associates, which are shareholders of this bank.
We'll still stay with this issue because another suit has come up, and this time the shareholders of defunct Capital Bank are dragging some of the companies they say owe them, and in order to get the money that they owe them. And one of such companies is CDH Holdings. They've also been dragged to court by Capital Bank or defunct Capital Bank shareholders of that bank. They are seeking 100 million cedis in debt. To understand that suit and many more, I've been joined in the studio by Suxtus Don Ulo to give us details. What is Capital Bank seeking to get from this suit from CDH?
There are two companies in there, CDH Financial Holding and then CDH Savings and Loans. And according to the statement of claims that we have cited from this particular or on the suit, Capital Bank is saying that, asking the court to direct CDH Financial Holdings and CDH Savings and Loans jointly and severally to for the recovery of an amount of over 83 million cedis and also over $5 million being outstanding amount agreed as owed to Capital Bank by CDH Financial Holding and CDH Savings and Loans as of 31st December 2017.
Members of the Teachers and Education Workers Union, that's TEWU, at the Kwame Nkrumah University of Science and Technology, have resolved to hold a series of meetings to pile pressure on government to expedite processes in reconstituting the governing council of the university. Now, TEWU has blamed the government for delaying the reconstitution process, indicating that the government has not submitted its list to members who will be part of the council.
TEWU is resolute in its decision not to back down on maintaining all members who represented the group on the dissolved council. Other unions like UTAG and the Senior Staff Association of the university also hold the same view. Leadership of TEWU addressed its members who were clad in red and agreed to attend the meetings until the council is reconstituted. TEWU KNUST chairman Charles Arthur has been speaking to City News.
As we have stated clearly that for TEWU, the power to take a decision is vested in the entire members. And you have seen it yourself that we met here this morning and the entire members are saying that until and unless that they have gotten to know and see clearly that the council is in place, working. The members of TEWU have decided, unanimous decision, that they will continue meeting here to find solution to the impasse.
Meanwhile, at a press conference this morning, Information Minister Kojo Nkrumah said government had submitted its list to the Chancellor of the University awaiting approval.
Government has indicated its proposed new members to the KNUST Council. We've submitted our names to the Office of the Chancellor. It is our understanding that two other groups, CHAS and NCTE, have also done so. That's our understanding.
The Tema Regional Police has arrested 2 Nigerians allegedly involved in breaking into vehicles within the Tema metropolis. Now, 11 other suspects connected to the 2 car breakers were also arrested at a hideout at Abokobi.
The arrest follows a series of robbery incidents that have hit the Tema metropolis in the last 2 weeks. The arrest was made known at a press conference organized by the command in Tema.
Tema raging for some time now has been experiencing some security challenges, and the command had to show up its operational machinery in order to curb such incidents within the metropolis.
Now, your relevant radio station, Citi FM, turns 14 today. Born at number 11, at the time it was called TEWU in Adabraka in Accra, this radio station has grown to become the number 1 English broadcasting station in the country. It was the start of the new millennium. Media pluralism was the order of the day. And that was when 97.3 Citi FM was born in Adabraka, an area that is unfamiliar with the phenomenon. Citi FM's challenge was not only that it was new, but also that it was going to be broadcasting solely in English language. This meant it was going to compete in a market dominated by giants, including Joy FM, which had operated for close to a decade. Like every business, there were ambitious plans that were not understood by many from outside, and the critics were at every step of the way. But General Manager Bernard Avle says these are anticipated, but surmounting them is what makes one stand out. Residents of Nyasa Fisa and Kalibisa electoral area of the Busa North District in the Upper East region are appealing to government to fix the only bridge that connects them to the district capital and build a community health planning service that's a CHIPS center for them.
The Nyasa River divides the Nyasa Piazza Kalibisa into two, and the only bridge that gives residents access to the district business center collapsed 4 years ago, making accessing social services difficult for them. Pregnant women are sometimes compelled to deliver at home due to the absence of health care in the catchment area. Because the only means of transport in the area are motorbikes, the collapsed bridge makes it difficult to get health care at the Sandema District Hospital during the rainy season.
And the National Identification Authority has commenced the registration of Ghanaians in the Adenta municipality for the Ghana card.
The exercise, which was expected to start at 7 a.m., eventually took off at 10 a.m., with applicants frustrated by the delays. Some of them had arrived at the various centers as early as 3 a.m. Applicants were expected to provide their birth certificate or a valid passport coupled with a generated digital address code, but most of them had no knowledge of these requirements.